this is to all. Just want to tell you, whatever is an where we will be talking about what I told you, word problems. Now, word on quadratic equation, and we are talking about this word on quadratic equation. Try and understand for solving this quadratic equation, the first and the most important thing, what we guys understand is, like you will find it out. Just a second, I'll share it. Yeah. Hopefully the screen is visible. So, so now, question. It reads, okay, so the sum of squares of two consecutive even natural numbers is 244. Find the numbers. Now, what do I mean by this? Please try and understand the question. What exactly the sum reads? Because as what I told you here, the most important thing is that framing the quadratic equation. So here as what the question goes, the sum of squares of two consecutive even natural numbers. Hopefully you know what do I mean by consecutive numbers. Okay, consecutive numbers का मतलब hopefully सबको पता ही है. Consecutive numbers means what? The numbers comes one after another. Okay, so here I'm talking about two consecutive numbers, but here I'm not talking about only two consecutive numbers. I'm talking about two numbers which are even. So now what do I mean by these two consecutive even numbers? When the numbers are even, what will I say? Let the two consecutive even numbers be x and x plus 2. Let the two consecutive numbers be x plus 2. Okay? So when I say two numbers are x and x plus 2, what we can say further? We can definitely say that sum of the square of these two consecutive natural numbers sum of squares, two consecutive natural number is 245 as what we discussed, and we are considering those two consecutive numbers. Is the screen visible, Karthik sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So x square, yeah. So x square plus x plus 2 the whole square is equals to 244. Hopefully you understand what this is. See the two natural number what we consider is x and x plus 2. Sum of the squares of these two consecutive natural numbers. Sum है इसलिए addition. Squares of these two natural number मतलब x का square and x plus 2 का square. So x square plus x plus 2 whole square is equals to 240. Now while solving this sum further, what happens is we can expand that x plus 2 the whole square. So while expanding it out, x square is what you can see it out. X plus 2 the whole square is what? X square plus 4x plus 4. Hope you know the formula a plus b the whole square, which is a plus 2ab plus b square, and is equals to 244. Okay. Now further, we can add x square, that will make it 2x square. So x square plus x square is 2x square. Along with that 4x plus 4 is 244 can come on the other side as minus 244. Okay. And then what will happen? 4 minus 244 is going to be minus 240. It's going to be minus 240. Okay. Now, With this, if you see the numbers carefully, 2x square plus 4x minus 240, all are even numbers. So can I divide throughout by 2? Can I? Yes, we can, since all are even numbers. So that's what I told you. All numbers are divisible by 2. So we'll prefer dividing throughout by 2. So dividing throughout by 2. What will we get? X square plus 2x minus 120 is equals to 0. X square plus x minus 120 is equals to 0. Okay. Now, x square plus 2x minus 120 equals to 0. What do you think with this I can do? Factorization possible है? 120 है. Factors क्या होंगे? 12 tens, right? 12 tens is possible ना? So we will try it out further and 12 tens करके हम लोग आगे solve कर सकते हैं. Hopefully there should not be an issue with this sum. Okay, I am not solving this for. I just left it out over here only so that you guys need to see what is happening over there and then further how to solve this sum. Okay, so the sum I'm keeping it on a screen for a minute. The sum is very simple. So एक बार पढ़ लो question का meaning लो and then just see what to do. अगर कुछ problem आ रहा है तो just let me know. Just see it for a minute. कोई issue hopefully ना हो. If not, I can proceed. Some what I told you is very simple, where you can easily see what happens and how to solve this, how I did this sum. Okay. So now I'll proceed further with the next question, where our next question reads, Pintu takes 6 days more than those of Nishu to complete certain work. So this is the first and the most important condition. Pintu takes 6 days more than those of Nishu. They work together, they finish it in 4 days. If they work together, they finish it in 4 days. How many days would it take to complete the work if they work alone? Please try and understand this question. Please try and understand this question. They say Pintu 6 days more than those to complete the work. Okay. Now, then you should complete work. Now, here, while solving this sum, what do you think? What I shall do? पहले क्या करना चाहिए अपने को? कुछ लग रहा है सम में कुछ अलग है करके. If you see carefully, first thing, we don't know anything about it. मतलब किसको कितने आंस लगता है, कितना टाइम लगता है, we don't know anything, right? We just know that Pintu is taking 6 days more than that of Nishu, right? So you know what I'll do? I'll simply consider that Nishu, the one who's taking less days, is taking X days to complete the work. Okay? Nishu is taking X days to complete the work. Is that clear? Okay. So what do you think? Nishu अगर X days ले रहा तो Pintu को कितना दिन ले रहा होगा? Pintu कितना दिन लेता होगा? Yes. They mention Pintu is taking 6 days more than that of Nishu to complete the work. So what do you think? Pintu का क्या होगा? Agar Nishu is taking X days, so Pintu is taking 6 days more. So definitely he is taking what? X plus 6 days to complete the work or not? Okay, so he is definitely taking X plus 6 days to complete the work. Okay, now a very, very important part in this question further. They both are completing the work Okay. Now work completed by Nishu in a day is what I have to look out for. What I have to look out for, work completed by Nishu in a day. एक दिन में निशु कितना काम कंप्लीट करता है is what I have to check. I have to check कि निशु एक दिन में कितना काम कंप्लीट करता है. Now how to check निशु one day में कितना काम कंप्लीट करता है? How will I check that? What do you think? How to deal with it? कैसे पता चलेगा मुझे विशु का काम कितना हो रहा है? चलो let us take one thing. To understand the same concept, let me just explain you in different way. Okay, so let us consider कि Nishu completes the work in 4 days. Let us consider, this is just an imagination. Okay, let us consider that he is completing work in 4 days, and this yellow color block which is there is, let us consider that this is his work. He has to, or he has to do something on it. Okay, so he is taking 4 days to complete his work. अब ये 4 days में अगर वो काम complete कर रहा है, he is completing his work in 4 days. Okay, now what I'll do is, if he's completing the work in 4 days, if he's completing work in 4 days, and let us say this is how the thing is, every day he's working completing equal amount of work. Every day he's completing equal amount of work. So what do you think? One day में अगर उसमें को देखना है, work completed by him in 1 day, अगर मुझे चेक करना है, in a day अगर मुझे चेक करना है, तो what will happen to it? 4 days में कंप्लीट हो रहा, तो इन अ डे कितना होगा? कैन समवन टेल मी? सी वर्क के 4 पार्ट में मैंने डिवाइड किया, कैन आई से एक दिन में 1/4 पार्ट कंप्लीट होगा? कैन आई से दिस? डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई वांट टू से? ओके, 4 days में काम कंप्लीट हो रहा है, सो इन अ डे 1/4 पार्ट इज व्हाट गेटिंग कंप्लीट. फाइन. ओके, let's say 4 days में नहीं, he is completing the work in 6 days. Let us say he is completing the work in 6 days. अगर 6 days में वो काम कंप्लीट कर रहा है, so अब क्या होगा? काम तो वही है. अब 6 days में अगर वो कंप्लीट कर रहा है, तो divide this work, this box in how many parts? Yes, but obvious है, मुझे डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा उसको in 6 parts. Yes or no? So I divided it into 6 parts. Fine. Now, if work completed 6 days में मुझे करना है, now what do you think in a day कितना होगा? But in a day now it is going to be 1/6. In a day it has to be 1/6 or not, because that is how the thing, which is what the sum is going to be. Is that clear? क्या किया समझ में आया मैंने? वर्क कंप्लीटेड बाय इन अ डे क्या है समझ में आया? कैसे 1/6 हुआ वो समझा? यस. Shall I proceed further? Okay. So don't forget, R मेथड में अपने लिए तो निशु का कंप्लीट काम कितने दिन में हो रहा था? X days में. So what will I say? Work completed in a day कितना होगा? Yes, it's gonna be 1/x. It is gonna be 1/x. 1/x समझ में आया? Yes. Why 1/x? Because he is taking X days to complete the work. So in a day, automatically it is going to be 1/x part. What do you think about pin 2? Work completed by pin 2 क्या लगता है आपको एक दिन में कितना होगा? Pin 2 is taking X plus 6 days to complete the work. Pin 2 is taking X plus 6 days to complete the work. So in a day, shall I say it is going to be 1/x plus 6? Is it going to be 1/x plus 6? Don't you think so? Yes. So he is definitely automatically going to take 1/x plus 6. He will complete 1/x plus 6 part of a work in a. Now, as far as this question is concerned, togetherly when they work together, they finish the work in 4 days. Okay? When they work together, they finish the work in 4 days, at least for this sum is concerned. अच्छा मुझे भी सोच के बोलना, together when they work, they finish a work in 4 days. So in a day, togetherly, how much part they can complete? How much part of work they can complete? Like what previously we saw, 4 days में complete हो रहा है, सब पूरा work complete हो रहा है. So in a day कितना होगा? 1/4 होगा. Yes or no? So yes, work completed by them, both of them in 1 day is equals to 1/4. Is that clear? समझ में आ रहा है क्या हो रहा है? 1/4 क्यों आया समझा? Okay. So now let me just proceed further. अभी important part देखो. Nishu one day में complete करता है 1/x part, right? Pintu one day में complete कर रहा है 1/x plus 6 part. Togetherly they are finishing 1/4 parts, है ना? So do we have any relation between these three? 1/x and 1/4 कोई relation है, कोई कुछ तो है दो तीनों में. Work completed by Nishu and work completed by Pintu in a day. मैं add किया. If I add these two people का work, then I'll get the work completed by both of them together. मतलब, can I say that 1/x is there and 1/x plus 6? If I add 1/x plus 1/x plus 6, if I do addition, what will I get? I'll automatically get what? 1/4. So 1/x plus 1/x plus 6 is actually equals to what? 1/4 is actually equals to what? 1/4. Is that thing clear? समझ में आ रहा है क्या हो रहा है इसमें? Okay, let's move on because ये अभी तक अपना quadratic equation तो form नहीं हुआ है जैसे मैंने पहले वाले सबको बताया. So here quadratic equation frame करना जरूरी है. How to frame it out? Let's move. क्या करना चाहिए? What do you think? Yes, automatically, definitely क्या करना चाहिए मुझे LCM find करना चाहिए. 1/x plus 1/x plus 6 है मेरे पास. So if I go on with LCM, what will happen? One will multiply with x plus 6 as x plus 6. Then other one will multiply with x as x, and denominator will multiply x into x plus 6. That is still equals to 1/4. Hopefully you guys understood this step. If not, just make sure with this. LCM किया है हम लोगों ने 1 into x plus 6 plus 1 into x, and that upon x into x plus 6. Okay, and that is still equals to 1/4. Now we can add x plus x, 2x हो जाएगा, 6 as it is रहेगा, फिर denominator को हम लोग multiply कर सकते हैं. Okay, so what will we get? 6 plus 2x upon x square plus 6x. X square plus 6x equals to what? 1/4. Okay, and then we can do cross multiplication. So 4 multiplying to 6 and 2x, and multiplying to x square and 6x, it's going to give you the same thing. So we'll get 24 plus 8x equals x square plus 6x. कोई problem किसी को? Hopefully not. So that I can proceed further. Yes? Okay. Now what? Just a simple form of quadratic equation by shifting the terms on the other side. Like 8x will go on the other side as minus 8x, 6x minus 8x is minus 2x, 24 also goes on the other side as minus 24. So x square minus 2x minus 24 is equals to 0. किसी को कोई problem? Hopefully not. Okay, so that I can proceed further with this. Okay, great. Now, but इसको आगे solve करने की मुझे जरूरत है क्या? If just a simple form of a quadratic equation which you guys can easily solve. So मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ अभी डायरेक्टली जरा सा आंसर इसका क्या आएगा उसके बारे में बात करता हूँ. सॉल्विंग वाला पार्ट में तुम लोगों को छोड़ देता हूँ. मतलब considering that you guys can easily solve it. Answers: x equal to 6 or x equals to minus 4. Now here something is very important. That's the reason I'm just discussing this answer. Normally quadratic equation में दो answers तो हमेशा आते हैं. But here there is an issue. Here also we got two answers, but an issue. What an issue? We are talking about x, and x is the number of days. Now number of days cannot be negative, right? So we got two answers. One is x equals to 6, other is x equals to minus 4. Now number of days, as what we know, cannot be negative. So what do we have to do? We just have to mention that number of days cannot be negative. And so x equals to minus 4 is not valid, and x is equal to what? Directly 6. x equal to कितना होगा? Directly 6 होगा. Is that thing clear? समझ में आया क्या लिखा है, कैसे लिखा है, क्यों -4 is not valid? वो समझा? Because number of days cannot be negative, na? So automatically it is going to be that x equals to -4 is invalid. We have to remove it. So what is left out with us is x equals to 6. Is that thing clear? समझ में आया है? फाइन. सो नंबर ऑफ डेज कितना आएगा? 6 आएगा. दस द नंबर ऑफ डेज टेकन बाय निशो इज 6. दूसरा पिंटू, उसके लिए तो 6 डेज मोर है, तो 6 + 6 उसका कितना हुआ? 12 डेज. इज दैट क्लियर? समझ में आया है? एक बार ठीक से फिर भी स्क्रीन पे लिखा हुआ पढ़ लो. सो अगर कोई डाउट हो तो पूछ सकते हो. यू नो हाउ टू आस्क. Okay, so hopefully no issues, so that I can proceed further with the next question. Just try and understand in word problems, the most important thing is framing the equation. Okay, once you frame the equation properly, then automatically half the work is done. Okay, so let's move on with the next question where we have to do somewhat similar thing. उसमें frame कैसे करना है उसके लिए let us take the question where the question reads, if 460 is divided by a natural number, quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor and remainder is 1. Find quotient and divisor. Question सुन के कुछ लग रहा है यार ये तो कुछ सम है, ऐसा कुछ तो पढ़ा हुआ है, सुना हुआ है. डिविडेंड, quotient, remainder, divisor. हाँ यार ये इसमें से एक तो फॉर्मूला है, याद है किसी को फॉर्मूला? याद है? डिविडेंड इक्वल्स टू divisor into quotient plus remainder. Yes, and that's only the formula which what we're going to use for our solution. So let's try it away, start with it. But before that, we shall know first of all what is given to us. अगर वो क्या दिया है वही पता ना होगा तो हम लोग कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे? So let us straight away start first of all with the number. Let that natural number by which we are dividing, that is divisor, be x. Let divisor be x. Okay. So next is our quotient. Our quotient क्या था याद है ना? 6 more than 5 times the divisor. You know what it means? 5 times the divisor. 5x, 6 more मतलब plus 6. So your quotient became 5x plus 6. Is that thing clear? ये समझ में आया? Divisor और quotient समझ में आया? Remainder तो वो लोग नहीं दिया हुआ है 1. And 460 is divided. मतलब 460 is going to act as your dividend. So now I have dividend, divisor, quotient, remainder, everything. So this is the time for my formula where dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Is that thing clear? And now time to substitute the values. Values तो सब जैसे मैंने बोला पता ही है. 460 equals x into 5x plus 6 plus 1. X divisor, 5x plus 6 quotient and plus 1. Fine with this. Next step, opening the bracket, x gonna multiply both 5x as well as 6 and automatically I'll be getting 5x square plus 6x plus 1 as it is wait कर रहा है. वो 460 के साथ simplify हो सकता है. 460 will go on the other side as minus 460 and 1 minus 460 is gonna give me minus 459. Now if you see this question, I cannot divide throughout by 5 or any number. So that's it. This is what are not at all your quadratic equation, right? So you guys can easily solve it further. I think a bit difficult, right? Looking at the numbers, factors find करना जरा सा difficult लग रहा होगा ना? अच्छा अगर factors find करना difficult लग रहा है, so what do we have to do? What did I tell you? If factorization is not possible or if it is a bit difficult to go with factorization, go with what? The second method कौन सा बोला था? Formula method. Yes, so go with formula method. Okay, so I'm just comparing and all the thing मैं अभी नहीं लिख बता रहा हूँ यहाँ पे. Hopefully you remember formula method के लिए क्या क्या करना था. Straight away हम लोग को क्या find करना है? तो we have to find b square minus 4ac. Okay, directly we are doing. Try and understand. Step में मैंने purposely कुछ steps नहीं लिखे हैं. Those steps you guys have to understand and you have to write. Okay, all the questions, answers, whatever I am explaining right now are in short. while writing, make sure that you are writing each and every steps. So b square minus 4ac value substitute किया, b का value 6, so 6 square minus 4 into 5 into minus 59. Step by step 6 का square तो हो जाएगा 36 without a problem. Minus in 4 into 5 is minus 20 and into minus 459. अब ये minus into minus तो plus करेगा, 20 into 459 gives me 9180. 36 plus 9180 is 9216, 9216. अब ये क्या है, b स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac. उसके बाद क्या था याद है ना, उसके बाद था अपना फॉर्मूला where x equals to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac the whole upon 2a. And then after this substitution, minus b is minus 6 plus or minus root 9216 upon 2 into 5. उसके बाद root of 9216, yes, बड़ा नंबर है, but finding the square root of this is very simple. Okay, if you remember in the beginning I shared some video lectures जिसमें tricks बताए थे. One more tricks, like few more tricks I'll be sharing in that, how to find the square root of such numbers easily. उसका भी एक trick मैं share करने वाला हूँ. Definitely watch it. That will help you out to find the square root of such kind of numbers. What I just want to tell you here is, such kind of questions का calculation करके answer मिलने से, अगर कोई easily trick से आपको answer मिलता है, तो you people can be faster than your friends. Those who don't know method, okay, than those guys, you people can definitely be faster. Now, root of 9216, I'm telling you directly, is the 96. Okay, because as what I told you, I can find out the squares root also properly and fast because of those tricks only, which I'll help you out also. I'll teach you also. Don't worry about it. Okay, so right now for us, minus 6 plus or minus 96 हो गया. Root of 9216 is 96. The whole upon 2 5 are 10. उसके बाद तो पता ही है, एक के पास प्लस जाएगा, तो x इक्वल टू क्या हो जाएगा, माइनस 6 प्लस 96 अपॉन 10. और क्या होगा वो, माइनस 6 माइनस 96 अपॉन 10. अब ये माइनस 6 प्लस 96 तो एडिशन डायरेक्टली हो जाएगा 90 अपॉन 10. और दूसरा क्या होने वाला है, x इक्वल टू माइनस 102 अपॉन 10. 90 अपॉन 10 का तो वापस कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. दूसरे वाले का जरा सा प्रॉब्लम है, माइनस 10.2. जरा सा प्रॉब्लम क्यों है, इफ यू सी डिवाइडेड बाय क्या था, नेचुरल नंबर्स. सो नेचुरल नंबर माइनस 10/2 कैसे हो सकता है, यस, सो दैट इज अगेन नॉट वैलिड. इज दैट इन क्लियर? समझ में आ रहा है क्यों नॉट वैलिड है? क्योंकि वो माइनस 10/2 निगेटिव है. नेचुरल नंबर तो अपने पॉजिटिव होते हैं. ओके, इवन वो डेसिमल में होता तो भी अपने को नहीं चलता. यहाँ पे तो दो नो है, दैट टू नोज आर नॉट गोना मेक यस. ओके, so x equals to minus 10.2 is not valid. Fine. Now further, एक ही तो ऑप्शन बचता है फिर, x is equals to 9. So our required natural number is 9. Is that in clear? एक बार देख लो सम को ठीक से. कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो पूछ सकते हो तुम लोग. I'll keep it on the screen for a minute. Especially, why am I doing this by formula method? Try and understand that. The reason is very simple, as what I told you. After looking at the quadratic equation, I observed that it is not possible to do it by factorization, which is always my first choice. But since it is not possible, or rather I shall say, the factors are not that easy. The number which I can see are not that good. So what I did, I just went directly, immediately on to second important method or second easy method, which is formula method. Is that thing clear? मेरे ख्याल से कोई issues ना हो, so that I can proceed further. Yes? Okay. So the next. Now, next is very good sum. This sum. Mr. Kasam runs a small business of making earthen pots. He makes certain number of pots on daily basis. Now, production cost of each pot is rupees 40, more than 10 times total number of pots. A very important information out over there that the production cost of each pot is rupees 40 more than 10 times the total number of pots he makes in a day. Now, if production cost of all pots per day is rupees 600, find the production cost of one pot and number of pots he makes per day. Question समझ में आया है? Okay, let's see what to do, how to solve this sum. For that, a very simple thing, initial part, let us consider कि भाई वो जो भी है x pots बनाता है per day. Let the number of pots Mr. Kasam makes in one day be x. So in a day he is making x pots. Now what? Production cost. Production cost क्या है of each pot? 40 more than 10 times the number of pots. If you can see it on a screen, production cost क्या है? 40 more than 10 times total number of pots. मतलब क्या होने वाला है? 10x plus 40. 40 more मतलब plus 40, 10 times the total number of pots तो x था ना, so वो हो गया 10x plus 40. और एक information यहाँ पे दिया, क्या information दिया? Total production cost of all pots जो दिया है वो है 600. Okay, the total production cost कितना दिया है? 600. So that is what my third statement. Production cost of all pots per day is rupees 600. So these are the three important things which what the information is given in the question. But now after this information, what is important? What exactly is the relation between these three lines, which what we just get? Can I get an equation out of this? Can we form an equation out of this? मतलब, what do I mean by this? See, if you see one by one, first क्या लिखा है? Number of pots, right? Number of pots कितने हैं? X. Second क्या लिया है? Cost of each pot. Cost of each pot. Okay. And third में क्या दिया है? Cost of all pots. Cost of all pots. Do we have any kind of relation between these three? Number of pots जो X है, cost of each pot जो 10x plus 40 है, cost of all pots जो 600 है. Imagine karo, suppose, forget about this sum. Imagine karo that I am preparing, that Mr. Kasam is preparing 10 pots per day and cost of one pot is 20 rupees. So what do you think it will be the total cost? 10 20s are, okay, it is going to be 10 into 20, which is going to be 200. Why? Because number of pots 10 hai, into cost of each pot is going to give me the total cost. Somewhat similar thing is going to happen out over here. Number of pots कितना है? X है. Production of each cost क्या है? Cost of each pot क्या है? 10x plus 40. So if I multiply them, I shall get the cost of total pots, which is 600. So does that mean I'm getting an equation x into 10x plus 40 equals to 600. Did you understand what I did out over here? क्या क्या समझ में आया? पक्का एक बार ठीक से देखो, क्योंकि यही इंपॉर्टेंट है. इक्वेशन फ्रेम करना, बाकी सॉल्विंग तो आई नो यू गाइस कैन इजीली डू नाउ. क्यों इक्वेशन कैसे आया वो समझा है, एक बार ठीक से देखो. बिकॉज इफ आई ओपन द ब्रैकेट सिंपली व्हाट विल आई गेट? x दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा है तो 10x square plus 40x equal to 600. Now once the multiplication is done, what will happen? Yes, I can divide throughout by 10, and once I divide throughout by 10, what will I get? I'll get x square plus 4x equals to 60. That 60 comes on the other side as minus 60 equals 0. Now do you think this sum you can easily solve? Factors तो बोल दूं मंगता तो 10 6 factorization से आराम से हो सकता है. मतलब you guys can easily complete it out, and the sum which you can complete, I'm not wasting my time right now to explain you. You know you can easily do this. Yes or no? फिर भी एक बार sum है screen पे, just go through it, just see it for a minute. In case कोई doubt आता है तो you people can ask later on. मल्टीप्लाई किया, होपफुली समझ में आया है. Yes, hopefully no issues. Fine, so that I can proceed further with the next sum, right? Okay, so now with the next sum, where, yes, they are talking about a quadrilateral ABCD. Now here in the figure given below, quadrilateral ABCD is a trapezium. AB parallel to CD and its area is 33 centimeters square. Trapezium ABCD is 33 centimeters square. From the information given in the figure, find the length of all parallel sides of quadrilateral ABCD. Length of all parallel side. मुझे length of all side नहीं ढूंढना है. Length of all parallel side. मतलब मुझे किसका length ढूंढना पता है? AB का ढूंढना है और CD का ढूंढना है बस. AB दिया है x, CD दिया है 2x plus 1. बस मुझे वो दोनों का साइड का लेंथ ढूंढना है. In short, मुझे x ढूंढना है. I have to find x first, and then after finding x, I just can substitute the value, and I can get 2x plus 1. See, x minus 4 I don't have to find, because they didn't ask me to find the height. They just want me to find the length of parallel sides. Fine. Shall we move on with that? First of all, again, हमेशा की तरह हम लोग को वही करना है. भाई given क्या है? The data which what we're going to use. We will be talking about that. So first thing is definitely quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Usme the two sides which we know parallel AB and CD. So we need that AB parallel to CD. After that what? Area 33. Now do you know area of a trapezium ka formula? Area of trapezium formula, anyone? Area of trapezium is just half into sum of parallel sides into height. Area of trapezium is half into sum of parallel sides into height. Okay, half into sum of parallel sides into height. Now this is the formula. Sum of parallel sides मतलब किसका sum? AB and CD का. So yes, it is going to be half of AB plus CD, and that into height. Height कौन है अभी? AM. Okay, so yes, area of quadrilateral ABCD is half into AB plus CD into AM. Half into AB plus CD into AM. Is that thing clear? समझ में आया है? Now let us substitute the value, because see, values are given in a diagram itself. I don't have to bother about it. The only thing which is given in the question is area of quadrilateral. They mention area of quadrilateral as 33. So let me substitute the value. Area of quadrilateral 33 with half into AB, which is x, plus CD, which is 2x plus 1 into x minus 4, which is AM. Is that thing clear? समझ में आया क्या क्या है? Now once we substitute the values, what are the things which we can do? Bracket के अंदर कुछ solve हो सकता है. X plus 2x है. So what is x plus 2x? You know it very well. Plus x. So automatically, and that half that 2 can go on the other side. Half that 2 can go on the other side. So what is happening out over there? What will I get? That 2 goes and multiply 33 2s, and then x plus 2x is 3x. 3x plus 1, and into x minus 4. Still waiting for a chance to open the bracket. Open the bracket, because next step we're going to open the bracket. But in the meantime, 33 2s are 66, and then opening of the bracket, which is 3x multiplying x minus 4, and then plus 1 multiplying x minus 4 is there in front of you. Okay, fine. Now वापस वही है, 12x minus 12x plus x solve हो जाएगा, minus 4 and 66 solve हो जाएगा, and you will get 3x square minus 11x minus 4 minus 66. Minus 4 minus 66 is nothing but minus 70. So automatically we get 3x square minus 11x minus 70 is equals to 0. Hopefully no issue with that. Okay, now in that case I can expand the bracket. Minus 11x का minus 21x plus 10x factors hopefully सबको पता ही है कैसे करना है. 21 10s are 70 नहीं है, but don't forget about the 3. 3 70s are 210 ना. So that's why 21 10s are, which is 210, and minus 21 plus 10 is minus 11. Hopefully no issue with the factors. Okay, so to proceed further, by 3x common, x minus 7 in the first bracket, plus 10 common, x minus 7 in the second bracket. Okay, उसके बाद x minus 7 है तो साथ में आ जाएगा 3x plus 10 into x minus 7 equals to 0. उसके बाद basic simplification, either 3x plus 10 is 0 or x minus 7 equals to 0. So 3x plus 10 अगर 0 तो x कितना होगा? minus 10 at the end. दूसरे x में x कितना होगा? 7. वापस वही question, भाई x क्या था? Side. Now can side be negative? Side negative हो सकता है क्या? कभी नहीं हो सकता. So but length is never negative. So x equal to minus 10 upon 3 is not valid. We can simply say x, that is AB, equals to 7 centimeter. Is that thing clear? Okay. उसके बाद the other side मुझे find करना है. which was 2x plus 1 CD. तो वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करूंगा मैं x का 2 into 7 plus 1, which simply nothing but 15 centimeters. So these are the two answers which what they want us to write. A very, very important thing I just want to tell you out over here right now. Again, I repeat the same thing. Here while explaining on the screen, I am not putting each and every step. Huh? There are many steps which I am considering you guys know it very well. प्रॉपर्ली स्टेप किए हुए हैं तो वहां से each and every question में sometimes you guys are not writing your steps completely or properly, and that is what creating a problem. Okay, right now also I just boxed it out for that answer AB equals to and equal to 15 go. But finally, once you finish with it, you have to write the final answer. Therefore, length of parallel sides of a trapezium AB equals to 7 centimeter and CD equals to 15 centimeter. The marks are given for that final answer. In other words, if it is not there, we can cut your marks. Okay, so remember this. So hopefully no issue with this. Again, यहाँ पे सबसे important part वही area of trapezium का formula. I know geometry का sum है, quadratic में कर रहे हैं हम लोग, mathematics algebra में कर रहे हैं. That happens. Okay, some of the algebra का sum we will be doing in geometry. So formulas are important, फिर वो algebra हो या geometry हो. Okay, just go through it for a minute. If done, I'll proceed further. So shall I proceed? Hopefully no issues, no doubt. Okay, fine. So we'll move on with the next sum. Now in this next sum, we are talking about Pratik. Pratik takes 8 hours to travel 36 kilometers downstream and return to same spot. The speed of boat in still water is 12 kilometers per hour. Find the speed of water current. Just try and understand this question. Because here many times students get confused. ये downstream क्या होता है sir? ये upstream क्या होता है sir? And all. So just to understand this concept only, let us take one by one. Speed of boat in still water is 12 kilometers per hour. ये given है. Now what do I mean by this? Let us take an example. Okay, just a simple diagram to explain you what exactly do I mean by this. Still water, plain water, not moving water, your lake water you can say. When we talk about a boat, what happens to the boat? Boat travels with the speed of 12 kilometers per hour. Boat travels with the speed of 12 kilometers per hour. Okay, now this is what the normal speed में boat is traveling in the lake water when the speed of boat कितना है 12 kilometers per hour. Now we don't know the water current का. So let the speed of water current, which what we are interested in finding, be x kilometer per hour. Let the speed of water current is x kilometer per hour. Now when the speed of water current is x kilometer per hour, let us say some waves in water. Okay, so water current is what there. Now water current है तो water is no more still now. Water is moving because of those waves are moving rather I shall say. So with that what happens? The speed of boat is changing. So there are two things which are happening. One is upstream, other is downstream. When the water is going downstream, what happens? And when the water goes upstream, like the boat goes upstream, what happens? Which what we have to see. So speed of upstream is 12 minus x kilometer per hour. Now what do I mean by this? See what happens while going upstream. If you see the boat moving upstream, matlab it is going against the stream. Okay, it is going against the stream. So when it is going against the stream, what is happening to it? It has to overcome the speed of water current. So उसका जो speed है 12 किलोमीटर पर आवर वो जरा सा reduce हो जाएगा. जरा सा मतलब कितना x किलोमीटर पर आवर, because that is the speed of water with which it is resisting the water, speed of boat. So that's the reason जो boat move हुआ वो कौन से speed से move होगा? 12 minus x. Is that thing clear? क्या हो रहा है समझ में आया? Boat will be moving with 12 minus x kilometer per hour. अच्छा, now exactly opposite. what will happen if the speed of boat is downstream में है 12 plus x, क्यों 12 plus x होगा मालूम है? क्योंकि you can see it fast, वो बोट डाउनस्ट्रीम में मूव होगा। क्यों? क्योंकि उसके स्पीड के साथ वाटर उसको पुश कर रहा है, right? So with that, the direction in which water is moving, it is going in the same direction. So automatically speed of downstream क्या हो जाएगा? प्लस हो जाएगा। Is that thing clear? क्या किया समझ में आया मैंने? This is what a very important thing which what you guys have to understand. Speed of boat in still water, then speed of water current, and how downstream and upstream का speed depends upon these two things. If this is clear to you guys, I can move further. Remember, the only thing which you can just relate this, like while climbing the mountain, when you're going up, okay, what happens to your speed? The speed is less. Okay, speed is less मतलब क्या हो जाता है? 12 minus x हो जाता है. But at the same time, when you are coming down, your speed is more. So there it becomes 12 plus x. Is that thing clear? समझ में आ रहा है क्या हो रहा है? Okay, let's see further. Now, distance traveled 36 किलोमीटर डाउनस्ट्रीम जा रहा है and return भी आ रहा है. So distance travel is 36 kilometer downstream and 36 kilometer upstream. 36 kilometer downstream and 36 kilometer upstream. This is the distance. Now hopefully you remember the formula. उसके लिए टाइम बनता है, टाइम इज 8 hours. The total time मतलब 36 किलोमीटर डाउनस्ट्रीम जाके 36 किलोमीटर अपस्ट्रीम आने के लिए उसको लगता है टोटल 8 hours. Okay. Now with this thing, our famous formula, speed equals to distance upon time. Speed equal to distance upon time. The same formula can also be mentioned as time equal to distance upon speed. Time equals to distance upon speed. अब step by step. Total time 8 hours है. अब total time में मतलब क्या हुआ? First he went downstream and then he came upstream. Pratik first went downstream and then he came upstream. Na? So can I say time for downstream plus time for upstream is 8? Remember, it is not 4 hours, 4 hours, because now, by now you must have understood, उसका speed downstream में ज़्यादा था, upstream में कम था, तो automatically जहाँ पे speed ज़्यादा था, वहाँ पे उसको time कम लगेगा, और जहाँ पे वहाँ पे automatically time ज़्यादा लगेगा. So time for downstream कितना हो सकता है पता है? फॉर्मूला याद है ना? डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड. डिस्टेंस कितना है डाउनस्ट्रीम का? 36. स्पीड कितना है उसका डाउनस्ट्रीम का? 12 प्लस एक्स. सो डाउनस्ट्रीम के लिए कैन आई से उसके लिए जो टाइम लगा है दैट इज 36 अपॉन 12 प्लस एक्स. नाउ व्हाट डू यू थिंक टाइम फॉर अपस्ट्रीम क्या होगा? समवॉट सिमिलर, 36 अपॉन 12 माइनस एक्स. इज दैट थिंग क्लियर? इक्वेशन का फॉर्मेट समझ में आया? कैसे ये इक्वेशन के लिए मिला समझ में आया? If not, again, as what I told you, just put it down, just write it down. Now what I can take 36 common. 36 जैसे मैं कॉमन ले रहा हूँ क्या हो जाएगा उसमें? ब्रैकेट में क्या बचा? 1 upon 12 plus x plus 1 upon 12 minus x. See, try and understand. Numerator का 36 कॉमन लिया है, so denominator का 12 plus x and 12 minus x वैसे ही रहेगा, and that is equals to 8. That is equals to 8. Is that thing clear? समझ में आया? Okay. उसके बाद what can be done? 36 can go on the other side and left hand side में क्या रहेगा? LCM, क्योंकि 1 upon 12 plus x plus 1 upon 12 minus x बचा, और that 36 went on the other side as 8 upon 36. I can simplify 8 and 36 as 2 upon 9. And in the meantime, the LCM part, hopefully you remember the LCM, पहले भी किया हम लोग ने. 1 into 12 minus x, that is 12 minus x, plus 1 into 12 plus x, that is 12 plus x. Denominator में वापस 12 plus x into 12 minus x. And what is that? 12 square minus x square. Okay, a plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square ना. So that is what we have here, which we can expand, but उसके पहले a minus x plus x will get cancelled. See, bracket के बाद plus sign है, it is not going to make any sense. Okay, और 12 plus 12 कितना हो जाएगा? 24. So automatically you got that 9 came on the other side and multiplying with 9 into 24. Upon क्या है? 12 square था, 144 minus x square went on the other side multiplying with 2. Okay, fine. Opening the bracket. हाँ, by the way, 2 and 24 को सिंप्लीफाई कर सकते हो, तो इधर लेके आके सिंप्लीफाई कर सकते हो, वो भी चलेगा. मैं डायरेक्टली कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, और 24 के बदले में मुझे मिला 12. ओके, सो 9 into 12 equals to 144 minus x square. अब ये 12 और 144 को सिंप्लीफाई नहीं कर सकता मैं, यू नो व्हाई? 2 के साथ किया, बट 12 और 144, 12 12 का 144 है, फिर भी मैं सिंप्लीफाई नहीं कर सकता. यू नो द रीजन? माइनस साइन इज ओपन नाउ. पहले वो ब्रैकेट के अंदर था, ब्रैकेट के अंदर था तो मैं सिंप्लीफाई कर सकता था, ब्रैकेट के बाहर आते ही मैं सिंप्लीफाई नहीं कर सकता. इज दैट क्लियर? सो अब क्या है? कुछ नहीं, 9 12 108. सो वो जाके नॉर्मल सिंप्लीफाई सॉल्व कर रहा है. x स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 144 माइनस 108. आई डोंट नो वेदर यू गाइस ऑब्जर्व्ड और नॉट. अपने पास लीनियर कोएफिशिएंट वाला टर्म ही नहीं है, मतलब वो x वाला टर्म ही नहीं है. ये सम एकदम सिंपल बन गया. यू नो व्हाई? x स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 36. डायरेक्टली x स्क्वायर 36 मिला. x तो होगा प्लस और माइनस 6. x क्या था? स्पीड ऑफ वाटर करंट. कितना है? प्लस और माइनस 6. अरे बट वाटर करंट माइनस कैसे होगा? स्पीड है ना वो तो. क्या निगेटिव हो सकती है? नहीं. सो बट स्पीड कैन नॉट बी निगेटिव. सो ऑटोमेटिकली भाई एक ही आंसर बचता है. कौन सा? x क्या होगा? 6. तो स्पीड ऑफ वाटर करंट कितना हुआ? 6 किलोमीटर पर आवर. इज दैट थिंग क्लियर? समझ में आया है? कोई प्रॉब्लम क्वेश्चन में? देख लो एक बार ठीक से. कुछ भी इश्यू आ रहा है तो प्लीज आस्क. It is there on a screen for a minute. Just go through it. एक बार देख लो. कोई भी प्रॉब्लम होगा तो प्लीज आस्क. Considering no issues. अपस्ट्रीम डाउनस्ट्रीम के बारे में सिर्फ याद रखना और अपना हमेशा का फॉर्मूला स्पीड इक्वल्स टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम. देन फर्दर इट जस्ट द कैलकुलेशन पार्ट. ओके, फाइन. नाउ the next thing which what we just have to discuss. These many was some of the word problems what we discussed right now. Now these word problems are what you guys have to practice. As what I told you before, you need to frame the equation, frame the question. Once you frame the equations, automatically the sums become very simple. But without framing the equation, it's going to be a problem. So what you guys have to do is frame them properly. After framing, as what I told you, first is of factorization. If you can't solve by factorization, go for formula. Do not ever try for perfect square, क्योंकि फॉर्मूला से तो आंसर आना ही है. दैट इज फॉर श्योर. ऐसा कोई भी सम नहीं होगा जो फॉर्मूला से नहीं आएगा. ओके, so the first one again as what I told you is the factorization. The second one is the formula. But for word problems, another important thing is read that question carefully. Without reading the question carefully, you people can't solve that sum properly. Okay, hopefully you understood the word problems part. I'll be sharing this whatever the thing which we did today in some time. Now, as last time, as what we did in the last lecture, it's about Math 2. Okay, so hopefully you guys are ready with your writing material, that is book as well as pen. Again the instructions, again I repeat, the paper will start for 15 minutes. It is what gonna be there. Once it is done, make sure that you are submitting the paper within 15 minutes to Karthik sir. 15 minutes का टाइम दिया जा रहा है. ओके, 15 मिनट्स का पेपर है, 10 मिनट्स का टाइम दिया जा रहा है. सॉरी, नॉट 15 मिनट्स. इन केस अगर प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, कुछ भी नेटवर्क इश्यू और वॉट एवर इट इज, make sure immediately you're calling. Just see to it that 2 tick are there. Okay, hopefully everyone is ready so that we can start with the paper. Yes, Karthik sir?
Guys, open your videos.
Chalo, start your video.
Jeet, Kalp, open your videos. Smith, guys, I'm
लवली
about to
जीत
start. Yeah, sorry, sir.
लवली जीत उनका वीडियो नहीं लवली का जीत धैर्य
Dhairya, Dhairya has a doubt. Jinanch has a doubt.
okay let them ask.
Yeah, Dhairya.
Sir, you have disabled my video. I cannot on it.
Okay, fine, no
Sorry.
problem,
Sorry.
no problem. Okay, Karthik sir, that's okay. Next,
Jinanch.
Dinansh.
Sir,
Yeah,
yeah,
you can
my
see.
battery is low, so I'll join from my mother's mobile. Please let me in.
Okay, do it fast. Do it fast.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else? Hopefully everyone's video is there.
Dhairya again.
Daria is okay. Daria is okay.
He has a doubt, I guess.
No, I don't think he has a doubt. He just said okay, fine. He is. It's visible to him. He is writing. No issue.
Okay.
Okay, so Dinansh is the only one who have to like.
Okay,
He
guys,
will
I'm
come
starting.
again.
Let's start.
Okay, start sir. Yeah.
7:11 will finish at 7:16. Okay. Sorry, 7:26. What happened, Dhairya? Hello. 7 minutes remaining, guys. 7 minutes. Agam, show me your face. Agam. Yeah. Vansh, was your video off? Better keep it on. Last 5 minutes remaining, guys. Only 5 minutes remaining. Aryan, show me your face. Aryan. Aryan. Good boy. Guys, 5 minutes extra. Guys, 5 minutes extra. Take your time and complete it. Yashvi, Nayan, why are your videos off? Yashvi and Nayan. Three minutes remaining, guys. 3 minutes.
Sir, Karthik sir.
Two minutes, last 2 minutes. Last 1 minute. Okay, time's up, guys. Send me your photos before 7:35. I need the photos within 5 minutes. Thank you. Bye.